Good morning. How are you guys? I'm okay. It's another manic Monday. Let's do coffee and a card. We start with a cleansing with my mother Oshun's bell. And 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Let's start this morning out well. It's going to be such a wonderful week. So, let's do coffee. And a card with the Starman Tarot. Spirit, I'm here. What is in the cards for us today, please? The 2 of Swords. Wow, it looked like the Starman was yesterday. The star was yesterday. And it was another woman. Now we've got the 2 of Swords. Let's read it. I don't know if you can tell, but this is striking. You can see her bones. Can you see? Do you see that? Like where it's split? It's crazy. The 2 of Swords speaks about choice. It asks us to consider what it means to make a powerful choice. What does it actually involve? We can consider a distinction between a choice and a decision, as they are often viewed as 2 words with the same meaning. A decision is about looking backwards, weighing up the past, and moving forward based on what we conclude. A choice, on the other hand, is completely free of the past, arising out of a clear, open awareness, space, nothing. Sounds like creation. There are no reasons or justification in a choice. It is simply made. What a pretty, and I like that distinction. I like it. It's wonderful. Decisions, therefore, exist in the domain of the small, egoic self, attached to its stories about life. Oh, well, choices arise spontaneously out of the freedom of the universal self. We gift ourselves choice, but must work and deliberate when making a decision. Both ways have value when used wisely. In our culture, we appear to have greater and greater choices. But if we look closely, it becomes clear that what we actually have are more and more options arising within the same limited context. An echo chamber of choices. What? Far from giving us freedom, we are overwhelmed with alternatives which require us to sift through more and more information to make a decision. Okay, and with time and experience, it becomes more and more. To go one way or another becomes an agonizing cloud of information. There are limits when we need to reference the past and gain some additional knowledge. The key is to recognize when we're getting lost in all the detail. Don Juan Matus, the Mexican shaman, characterized by Carlos Castaneda, asked a simple yet profound question when faced with 2 different paths. Does this path have a heart? Does it have a heart? He goes on to state that all paths are the same. They lead nowhere. Like Don Juan, I would say a path with no heart is devoid of joy, with no sense of expansion. Taking it feels intensely difficult. With time, however, it becomes normalized and we get comfortable, like a clenched fist that we no longer notice. That's crazy because I was like, I want to do coffee and a card, but why is my jaw clenched? That's crazy. I had to do intentional breathing to get ready for work. There are times when we need to reference the past and gain some... Okay. Sorry about that. For me, a path with heart isn't automatically easy. It could present incredible challenges. It carves out the vessel of emotion, making it deeper, and yet it feels expansive, exciting, and evolutionary. That's strange. In the artwork, we see a woman at the bottom of the steps, literally split between two possible paths behind her. She appears calm and balanced. Her light of intelligence shines from within. The two paths look similar, but each present her with different possibilities. Which way should she go? The wolf symbolizes a deep connection with intuition, inner tuition. There is no obvious right way to go. This is the point of choice. This is your point of power. Today is your point of power. Make wise decisions. Take the path of the heart despite the challenges. Consider what decisions and choices you have made in life. That's your card for today. Let's get with some of the oracle. Strange because I think, first of all, the distinction between decision and choice is very relevant. I imagine choice is something that you make while you're in creative flow. And a decision is accumulated wisdom. But as we manifest and create new things in the world, it is a fine line, right? It's a dance on a tightrope, really. Where do we take the risks? On the path of the heart. Run things through your heart. Because you have to look at the, I think, bare bones of a situation. Your bare bones. Does it really matter what happened in the past if you're trying for a new future? Do you make your decisions today based on what happened yesterday? Maybe for some certain things where you've acquired proper experience, knowledge, and wisdom. But if you're looking for, or you're entering a new field or something like that, then you've got to trust yourself. Split right down to the bones of a situation. Because you're going to be the one living your life and nobody else. And I specialize in manifestation. I had to mention it. Blessed. Let's read it. Blessed. And I always see this as traveling. Like a pod traveling the astral, okay? Some messages were coming out in Virgo's reading. Or yesterday's energy check also about visitation. And notes of astral surgery, so only take it if it resonates, okay? You are moving toward a deepening intimacy with a unique and sacred partnership. You know you are meant to make this connection. This union, blessed by the divine, will bring transformation and beauty into the world. This is also a sign that, even more important, you're being called to a deeper intimacy with yourself and your spirit. With this new development, you will see evidence of grace in your life. And I'm seeing the word intuition, inner tuition, as I read a moment ago. Unexpected windfalls and good fortune come your way now. You're in a phase where any difficulties or obstacles that are stymied, I don't know, your success seem to disappear on their own. Ooh, that's good. Don't pay attention. They might disappear on their own. Just focus on your work. Be ready to receive. The windows of opportunity will open wide. Accept the blessings given to you now, and don't forget to share them. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Let's have a great week. We're really blessed, right? And let's be mindful that it's so hard because we're actively making decisions. I'm neurodivergent. I have it in every decision is almost in the forefront of my head. Get into creative flow and you'll be able to make easy choices. I love you. Bye, guys.